Good morning, friends. I welcome you all in this particular video of mine, wherein we are going to see what are the topics that are present from the Indian perspectives for the movies that are present. And I would be discussing definitely, yes, some of the traditional ones, some pertaining to the contemporary times, also as I have observed in the society itself. So, first and foremost, I would be talking about the Indian theories of aesthetics and towards the movies, how they have moved towards it, and what are the main points that we need to understand. Second thing that I want to focus is on Bharta's theory of rasa, and you will see that rasa theories are very, very important for us. And in films, especially, we will be focusing more on that and try to understand as to what is the contribution of rasa theory to the films also. Then comes Abhinavagupta's theory of aesthetics and films. Definitely, yes, Abhinavagupta has a lot of, I should say, a lot of studies have been conducted, and we will see some of them as in bullet form, so that you're also not getting bored away from them. Then comes a domain of the entire dhwani and the contribution of Natya Shastra, Chitrapatti. We will see these things also, which I call it as Kala and art, which has definitely had got some kind of an effect on our films. So we will see my one of my forthcoming book, which I have focused, is on Shiva's Tandav to Bollywood. The journey that you can see, the changes that has been perceived, and how well these things have been depicted in form of dance and music in our society itself. Though I'm focusing more on the South Indian films, however, there's nothing wrong in perceiving those things and trying to understand also. Then comes concept of beauty and films. Then film as an art is one paper that I would be discussing more in order to understand whether we can consider film as an art form or not. Indian metaphysical concepts and films, definitely, yes, there have been a lot of discussion around it, and we will see those points also. Indian epistemological concepts and films. I would be giving you a very short introduction as to how the Indian epistemological schools, and the concepts can be understood in terms of the films also. Then Indian ethical systems and films, can we recognize those things through presented in that and carry forward art practices and traditions in India and their influence on films. Like, if you are observing certain things, they do depict the artistic practices and traditions which are existing in India, and films are the best platform to go ahead and promote those things also. Then comes in, I was going through certain papers, and I discovered these spiritual traditions in India. They also have a lot of effect on films, and how those things have been taken over, we will see even some of those cases also. Views on art and main thinkers like Sri Aurobindo, Swami Vivekanand, Mahatma Gandhi, Nehru. Then I have a huge list of these thinkers, and we can look as to how they perceived certain things which are existing in films. They can be in the form of ghazals, they can be in the form of qawwalis, they can be in the form of Sufi traditions or dance forms, you can say. You can even look for certain culinary arts which are present in the film. So these are certain things which I would be focusing more about it, and then we can go ahead with the contemporary problems that we can see for films in India as well as the other part. Now, so these are certain things which you need to understand, and in very short and bullet points, I would be discussing and handing it over to each one of you. I hope you enjoy these things also along with me to understand what is film appreciation and how well we are able to understand them. So I'm going to end up here. Till then, thanks and take care. Bye.